We've just had the Feast of Christ the King, which marks the end of our church year, the end of the liturgical year. It also marks the beginning of Advent. There is always beginnings and ends. Welcome to Mission Alive. The mission of the church is truly alive and is given to us. I'm Roger from the MSC Mission Office. We note at the beginning of John's Gospel, he says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh and lived among us." And in the Apocalypse, it speaks of a vision of a new heaven and a new earth. Because the old earth is passing away, the old heaven is passing away. So there's beginnings and ends, always beginnings and ends. So this year will end. The year that maybe somebody said it's a year to be forgotten. And as people are reminding us in the media and other places, it has been a long, hard year for us. Hopefully a year where we have learned a lot of lessons. 2021 will begin, and that will be another year. And at this stage, what it will bring, we really don't know. This pandemic of COVID will end. At some stage it will end. Not sure how or why. Herd immunity, vaccine inoculation will just die away. We don't know, but it will end, and there will be a new beginning. And what we will be next and what the world will be next, we have yet to find out. But like a lot of beginnings, it is still to come. I remember when I was in Papua New Guinea, I used to run with a team a number of courses for people mainly at diocesan level. And we would do a lot of preparation for that, probably months in the making. And we would arrive, we'd arrange everything, and we would begin. And it would go on for, most of them were about 2 weeks, maybe longer. And it would always end. And at the end, we always had a social gathering, a social evening, which were really a lot of fun. There's extraordinary amount of talent amongst people. And at the end of that evening, we would pack up everything from the room where we were meeting. We'd pack up our computers, our slide projectors, our PowerPoint projectors, take everything off the walls, pack it all up, because we were usually on the road early the next morning to return to home. When we'd all packed up and everybody left, I would always make sure I stayed behind in that room, which was now empty and all packed up. And I would just spend some minutes in silence, just stand in the middle of that room. And invariably I could feel the spirit that was still there, that had been generated through all the activities and discussions and everything that had gone on in that room over those 2 weeks. And it was quite always an experience that ran deep. And the next morning we'd all be up early, people would be heading off to the airport, people would be heading off to catch trucks to head down the highway, up the highway. We would say goodbye, maybe a few tears, and people would go. So it was the end. But to me, the end was always spirit-filled and always promised something for the future. And I think we can take that with us into Christmas and into New Year. We could perhaps take time and reflect back on what this year has been for us in the middle of everything that has gone on. The bushfires, the droughts, the COVID, the lockdowns, the hard times, separation from family and friends, hopefully regathering with families and friends. But take time to reflect and let the Spirit that has been with us all through this be with us, to deepen us, to tell us what that experience means. Or, if not at this stage, what it means to stay with the experience. And then we make a new beginning. And this has been the life and the history of the church throughout the centuries. Beginnings and ends, and beginnings. Many things in the church have died and gone, and new things have replaced it. What it is to be in our time and into the future, that is our mission. Welcome to Mission 2020, 2021. Thanks for being with us.